We do welcome you back to Alexandria Area High School for continuing basketball coverage. Game 2 of our varsity doubleheader with the Alexandria Cardinals hosting Benilde-St. Margaret's in boys basketball. We know the guests from St. Louis Park already have one varsity win today. That was Benilde-St. Margaret's pulling away in the second half to win 79-53 in the girls basketball matchup. Now the gentlemen will take to the court. Benilde and Alexandria warming up on the floor right now. We welcome you to our Jutner Motors pregame show prior to the play-by-play of the boys basketball matchup. Russ Hendricks will be along with me in just a couple of moments. I am DMAC Dave McClurg, and we do have, once again, JP Boline, our videographer, for the coverage going on here at Alexandria Area High School. The Alexandria Cardinals have played 13 games so far this year. They've done very well in the conference, not bad out of the conference. In fact, all 3 losses in the season so far for Alexandria have come to state-ranked teams. Creighton-Durham Hall in Class 4A, Sauk Rapids-Rice, which was state-ranked in Class 4A as well, and then Mankato East, which is ranked in the Class AAA boys basketball poll. Those are the 3 blemishes on the Alexandria schedule out of the first 13 games this year. Benilde-St. Margaret's under head coach Damian Johnson will be playing game number 13 of the 2024-25 season today. And at this point, the Red Knights have run the table. 12 games completed, 12 victories so far for Benilde-St. Margaret's. Should be a fun matchup coming up. Again, 4 o'clock is game time. If you happen to be in the vicinity of Alexandria Area High School, we welcome you to drop on by. The silent auction to benefit the Children's Cancer, the Pinky Swear Foundation, is ongoing right now, and that will continue through the first half of the boys basketball game. Nice crowd already on hand. Russ Hendricks, today is hockey day in Minnesota, but I think a lot of general high school basketball fans, maybe even those that don't have a rooting interest for Alexandria or Benilde-St. Margaret's, are in the gym this afternoon to join the Cardinal fans and the Red Knight fans as well. We should have another dandy matchup.
Absolutely. It's always great when you see this gym full, and it's a large facility, and so some nights it looks kind of, spacious, but there's a good crowd here tonight, good energy in the gym. It's going to be fun.
Benilde-St. Margaret's and Alexandria have a little bit of a rivalry going against one another. I think you've actually been able to see the last couple of years. I recall we were supposed to cover Benilde's last visit to Alexandria 2 seasons ago. I was just coming off my only bout with COVID-19 at that time, so I was semi out of commission, so we didn't broadcast. But based on what you know about Benilde-St. Margaret's, what impresses you about the Red Knights?
Well, they're very good. They have good length, good size. They're physical, and obviously, we played them a couple years ago, and they've had kind of some different roster changes, but they've got a couple of really good players. They got some D1 talent, and they play. Their section is very strong. Them and Orono, and currently, in the polls, I think it's Benilde 1 and maybe Orono 2, and so they come in with a lot of confidence. Obviously, undefeated. They've won a lot of close games. Just kind of reading up on them, and coached by former Gopher Damian Johnson, and got another former Gopher on their staff, Aaron Robinson, and so they're going to come in well prepared, and these 2 teams do know each other well. We scrimmaged them once this summer down in the cities, so it's going to be fun. A lot of these guys play against each other in the EAU circuit, and I think the Cardinals and the Knights are both excited to kind of see where you're at here in the middle of January.
Yeah, great measuring stick, as in essence this is kind of at the midpoint of the regular season for the boys basketball teams. Thanks again to all of the sponsors bringing you our coverage today. Special thanks to Jutner Motors for presenting our pregame show. Again, no pregame interviews or postgame interviews today because of the games being stacked up one on one another. So we will take our first break here during our Jutner Motors pregame. Russ and I will engage in some more conversation on the other side of this timeout.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people. Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing.
America's best checking for students. Visit www.bell.bank/student checking to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Pomp's Tire Service has solutions for tired tires. Whatever your tire choice, make Pomp's your choice. Brakes, wheel alignments, factory maintenance, shocks, and struts. Pomp's has your service needs covered. Pomp's, we know tires and service. You should know Pomp's.
Precision Auto reminds you to plan for the inevitable, the change of weather and its impact on your vehicle. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust the precision of a pro. Precision Auto. On 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers for 30 years, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings, quality buildings built tough for the Northland. North Central International, heavy-duty truck service on long haulers, dump trucks, buses, and specialized heavy-duty rigs. Medium and heavy-duty parts and accessories for all makes of trucks. Just south of I-94 and Highway 29 South in Alexandria.
Cenex Midtown Express has fresh-made pizza, lunch and breakfast sandwiches, and broaster chicken, live bait, propane, and diesel fuel. Cenex Garfield has groceries, bait, and tackle, and made-to-order pizza. Cenex Midtown Express, Alexandria, and Cenex Garfield.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
On the field, a lot of people know me as number 11. Off the field, I appreciate how First Western Bank and Trust bankers take the time to learn about me and never treat me as just a number. You too can bank where you'll never be just an account number.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Back once again at Alexandria Area High School for our Jutner Motors pregame show. We're about 10 minutes away from tip time at the top of the 4 o'clock hour as undefeated Benilde-St. Margaret's puts its 12-0 record on the line against the Alexandria Cardinals, who are presently at 10-3. And had the opportunity to connect via email with Damian Johnson, the head coach of the Benilde-St. Margaret's boys basketball team. Of course, he's got connections to the University of Minnesota and the Golden Gopher men's basketball program, and just asked him a little bit about, some of the things he wants to see out of his guys today. Win the rebounding battle, win the turnover battle, and push the tempo. And on point number 3 there, Russ, it's kind of interesting that Benilde-St. Margaret's not afraid to push the tempo, and I think Alexandria would like to play like that. I made a comment yesterday that, the Alexandria boys basketball team has had 3 consecutive games that they've scored 100 points or more in winning all 3, including that one at Moorhead the other night. And I said, well, that streak's likely going to stop tomorrow against Benilde-St. Margaret's. And maybe somebody should have said, DMAC, hold the call there. That, maybe this is going to be a game where we could have an NBA-type score even in 36 minutes of high school basketball time.
Yeah, this is one of those games where don't look down, you might miss 2 buckets. The tempo is really going to be good, and as I mentioned, this is going to be high-level basketball. There's some really good basketball players, Division I, at high level, Division II type players, and so both of these teams are very comfortable playing at a pace, that I think you're going to see this game at today. And you look at just some of the players. Donnelly and obviously Jalen Wilson, those are some really good players. Jalen Wilson, he's, currently on track to head to Northern Iowa, and I know that Stutley's a really good player as well, number 2, and so they have those 4 seniors, and And, the good news is that, our kids are they're looking forward to this. And I think, this is a perfect timing for them to they've rattled off some wins here since the new year. And this is a kind of great opportunity here to kind of see where we stack up against currently the #1 team in the state.
Yeah, Alexandria has rattled off 6 consecutive victories since losing to Mankato East in overtime as part of the Capital City Classic at the end of December. And it's interesting to note that Benilde-St. Margaret's and Alexandria both have the Maple Grove Crimson as common opponents. Alexandria's win down in the Capital City Classic was against Maple Grove, and a little bit later after that, Benilde actually played Maple Grove. That was a game, I believe, in Minneapolis at Minnehaha Academy, and Benilde won that one by 21. So a little bit of a barometer. I think Alexandria had somewhere around a double-digit win against Maple Grove as well.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And I think, as I mentioned during the girls' game, the pregame, you get opportunities throughout the course of your season to have signature wins. At the state tournament, they seed those things, and so, it is important that you can try to get a signature win, so to speak, to put on your resume. You hear a lot of that about in college sports this time of year, but in high school it is kind of that way too. This is a resume builder kind of game where you can, at the end of the year, when they seed those teams for the state tournament, you can say, we've beaten Maple Grove, we played Cretin, we played Mankato East, we beat Benilde. So, I think this is an opportunity to really, put that one on your resume and be another springboard yet for the rest of the season.
Benilde-St. Margaret's comes into today's game at 12-0. Again, the #1 ranking in the Class 3A boys basketball poll. The Red Knights, by the way, did not end up making the state tournament last year. What I find interesting, Russ, is that in the section that Benilde-St. Margaret's and Orono play in, they actually go true home sites all the way through, and if you're the #1 seed and you continue to win, you get to host a section final game. Of course, that's where Benilde's season came to an end last year when Orono won in double overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a incredible game. I remember being in the locker room watching it after the boys had beaten Tech down in Wilmer. They were watching it, and I was kind of getting a peek at it. But, so in their section, you got Orono, who's obviously very good, who we're going to see right here in this gym in 2 weeks when we play them. They got Richfield, who's pretty good, and Delano's coming on. They've had some injuries, so they're going to have to really work to get out of their section. And Orono's kind of had their number the last 2 years, because I think, Benilde probably, if you ask both those teams, Benilde's probably been a little bit better, but Orono's just been able to beat them. So, certainly this is, they're going to really have to work, to get out of their section, and nothing's guaranteed for them.
And interesting to note, Orono and Benilde-St. Margaret's are both members of the Metro West Conference. 8-member schools make up that league. St. Louis Park, Bloomington, Jefferson, Chaska, Chanhassen, New Prague, and Waconia, I believe, are part of that section. And Orono and Benilde have yet to play each other. I think their first of the 2 regular season games is this coming Thursday night. So, it'll be fun to see if Orono and Benilde are the last 2 teams standing in that section later on.
Absolutely, and Benilde just beat Waconia in kind of a last-second shot. They won by 2 the other night. So, just reading up a little bit on them this week is that they've, kind of taken pride in winning some close games. So, they're game-tested, they're battle-tested, but so are the Cardinals. We had that early one against Cretin that I think everybody, associated feels like we should have won. So this is going to be fun, and, this is why you play. This is why you play, and this is why the coaches schedule these kind of games for these opportunities. A full gym on a Saturday afternoon. Let's get after it.
By the way, you are listening to our broadcast today on People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM. We've got audio through the free Voice of Alexandria app, and you're also watching our broadcast today on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Our thanks to Jutner Motors for sponsoring our pregame show. Jutner Motors will be along to sponsor the postgame report later on this evening after the varsity game between Alexandria and Benilde-St. Margaret's wraps up. Now let's check out these words on our latent media platforms from our Cardinal Sports Boosters.
Garden Center features 34 lanes of bowling fun. Whether you're an avid bowler or just looking for a fun outing, add Garden Center lanes to your calendar and make it a fun date.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
You've seen them, craved them. You've voted them the best. Their Smoke and Brews and Q's get their unreal smoked barbecue for catering, drop-offs, or events.
Hi, this is Schmitty from Smoke and Brews and Q's. Our obsession is the meat, our passion is what makes it great.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing.
America's best checking for students. Visit www.bell.bank/student checking to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Precision Auto reminds you to plan for the inevitable, the change of weather and its impact on your vehicle. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust the precision of a pro. Precision Auto. On 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Pomp's Tire Service has solutions for tired tires. Whatever your tire choice, make Pomp's your choice. Brakes, wheel alignments, factory maintenance, shocks, and struts. Pomp's has your service needs covered. Pomp's, we know tires and service. You should know Pomp's.
From Poland Court at Alexandria Area High School, Cardinal boys basketball is on the air as you watch on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. And you're also listening on People Radio, KXRA, and also the Voice of Alexandria app. Let's introduce the starting lineups. First of all, for the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights, they will have 4 seniors and a sophomore on the floor. The sophomore is Milton Nuon. He'll be a backcourt player. And then some talented seniors that Russ Hendricks mentioned during our Jutner Motors pregame show. TJ Stutley, Jaleel Donnelly, Kendry Fields, and Jalen Wilson. Damian Johnson is the head coach of Benilde-St. Margaret's. They have played 4 of their 14 Central Lakes or Metro West Conference games so far, and Benilde-St. Margaret's has won them all. The overall record at 12-0. Alexandria's starting lineup will include 6-foot junior guard Mason Witt in the backcourt, his cousin, 6-foot junior guard Talon Witt, and 6'1" senior Samson Hegstrom, one of the senior co-captains for Alexandria. Gavin Roderick will get the start today as a 6'4" junior, and then up front Chase Thompson, a 6'8" senior, also a co-captain along with Samson Hegstrom. As you watch on YouTube, Alexandria will be wearing the black jerseys, black shorts, red numerals, red and white trim. Benilde-St. Margaret's wearing the traveling white jerseys, white shorts, dark red numerals, and trim. Ball about to be tossed, and this boys basketball matchup is underway, and the visitors will have the first possession of the game. Benilde will be going left to right as you watch on YouTube here in this first half. Now the ball worked around. It comes over to the right side, and now the ball gets tapped into the corner and out of bounds. It will belong to the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights, and Jaleel Donnelly will play it in. He looks to trigger it in, and it comes over to Stutley. Now to Donnelly again, to Stutley. Then back to Donnelly. He'll shoot the three and rattle it in. Jaleel Donnelly knocks down the triple to put Benilde-St. Margaret's on top.
And we're going to want to extend our defense and not allow them to get those as we turn it over here.
Yep, and a pass gets tipped, and at the other end, the jam is missed by TJ Stutley. However, he got fouled, and he'll step to the line to shoot two. So the foul is going to go on Alexandria's Mason Witt. First foul comes with 40 seconds gone. And TJ Stutley will go to the line to shoot a pair for Benilde-St. Margaret's. Again, Benilde, the #1 ranked team in Class AAA. Alexandria ranked #4 in Class AAA this week. First Stutley free throw is good, and the visitors extend the lead.
And I would expect here off a make that Benilde's going to come out, and they're going to give us some pressure here in the backcourt. So we're just going to, I think if we can attack it with the dribble through the pass, we can get some easy looks as he misses it.
Yep, barely grazed iron, and Gavin Roderick got the rebound. Head now to Talon Witt. Now in the front court, here's Mason Witt with the ball. Out to Chase Thompson, then underneath to Hegstrom. Back out, Talon Witt has it. Now to Mason Witt, a straight-on three is off the heel of the rim. Hegstrom with the offensive rebound, and another look for Alexandria. Again on a missed shot and an offensive rebound, the shot clock resets to 20 seconds. Here's Mason Witt off to Gavin Roderick, and he knocks down the three-pointer. Gavin Roderick with the triple, and it's Benilde-St. Margaret's 4, Alexandria 3.
Again, good ball pressure there, by the Cardinals in the backcourt as we want to play at this tempo as well.
Now in the left corner, here's a triple for Jalen Wilson. That rattles off. Mason Witt with the defensive rebound for Alexandria. Now he'll look to go coast to coast, leans in, shot is short. Rebound to Kendry Fields of Benilde. Ahead now to Milton Nuon, and Nuon looking to work his way to the basket, but a little bit of a stumble, and the ball is tapped out, and Benilde-St. Margaret's will play it in.
Yeah, it was good defense there by Talon, getting back and just stopping dribble penetration and making them give it up.
Now in the corner after the inbound, the three-point shot no good, but Stutley with the offensive rebound. Now a scramble, and it's going to be picked up by Chase Thompson. Outlet ahead. Roderick got rejected as he was going up for a possible jam, and he gets taken to the floor. Free throws will be coming for Alexandria's Gavin Roderick.
Yeah, and that was two guys up in the air there, and Gavin just got knocked across the side of the head there. So, again, but a great job there by the Cardinals on defense down here, just fighting for that ball. Chase getting it out and creating that great outlook pass.
Roderick's first free throw does not go, so he will get one more, and if he makes it, we would be tied for the first time. Early on in this one, we're about 2 minutes in to the first half. Free throw is good for Gavin Roderick. 4-4 the score on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Now some backcourt pressure by Alexandria. Here is Stutley getting it over to Jaleel Donnelly, and he'll cross into the front court. Now bounce pass goes to Fields. Fields inside to Jalen Wilson. His shot dances on the rim and drops in. Basket by Jaleel Wilson, but then a layup at the other end for Gavin Roderick. So Alexandria strikes quickly, and the Cardinals tie the game up at 6-6. Gavin Roderick with the first 6 of the afternoon for the Alexandria Cardinals. Here comes Jaleel Donnelly getting it off now to Milton Nuon. Then it comes to the right side to Wilson. Now to Jaleel Donnelly. Then back to Wilson. To Donnelly again. Now it's worked to the left side to TJ Stutley. 6-6 the score, first half. Good side-to-side ball movement. Now down to Jalen Wilson, and his fadeaway is up and good. Wilson with the basket, and Benilde leads by 2. 8-6 for the Red Knights. Now Talon Witt with a triple, and he sinks it. And that's going to put Alexandria in front for the first time today. Cardinals 9, Benilde-St. Margaret's 8.
And Benilde's they're going to direct a lot of attention to Chase when he goes down inside there. They're going to sag, and if they're going to do that, we're going to have some wide open threes, and Talon hits one there.
Now here's a pass inside to Jalen Wilson. Shot off the window is good. His third basket of the game, and we have our second lead change. Benilde up by 1. Now Mason Witt Drains a three-pointer at the other end to put the Cardinals on top by 2.
And that's just some great shot making here from both teams. And Benilde's doing a good job of passing around here, finding that little opening there in our zone, getting it underneath. And Wilson is tough. He's a beast inside.
Now here's a shot off the rim by Fields, no good. The follow-up is good, though, and that will be another basket for Jalen Wilson. He's got 4 already today. 12-12 the score, now a loose ball, and it's going to be turned over. And Benilde-St. Margaret's is coming back the other way. TJ Stuntley into the front court, now passes off. Here's Jalen Wilson with it out top. He'll attack, then play it out to Nuon. Then it comes back to Jaleel Donley. Donley with the elbow jumper, and he knocks it down. Second basket for Jaleel Donley today, and Benilde-St. Margaret's takes a 14-12 lead.
And those are their 2 best players. And so, again, the ball's going to probably run through them as much as possible, and we're just going to have to continue to work. And we just got to limit our turnovers on the offensive end. Can't have wasted possessions against a good team.
Now here's Thompson getting it down to Samson Hegstrom, out to Roderick on the left wing. His 3 is short, but there's another rebound for Hegstrom. Now out, a contested 3 by Talon Witt. That doesn't go, and Chase Thompson rebounds. Now off, Witt will drive and lay it in. And that will tie the score at 14 all. So again, Alexandria getting some second chance opportunities on that last possession. 3 shots and ultimately getting a score. Now Benilde-St. Margaret's with the ball. Jalen Wilson has it right side to Donley. Donley on the wing. Now gets it to Wilson. He'll work his way in, and a blocking foul is going to be called. I think Talon Witt was trying to take that charge there, and he gets an Academy Award nomination for it, but no appeal to the official. Blocking foul on Talon Witt will be his first.
Yeah, the coaches didn't like that one, and good job there by Talon to step in, and as Benilde makes a couple of substitutions here.
Yep, couple of players in, and we'll tell them Kobe Willis is one of the players on the floor for the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights. I believe Jaden Garibaldi is also into the game. So now here's a shot, and that's good for 3. And Damian Johnson, the head coach of the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights, is going to take a short timeout. We're going to make it a 30-second break of our own.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School as we bring you back to some of the live action on YouTube. You're watching one of the instant replays from earlier in the half of a Talon Witt basket to tie the game up at that moment. Right now it's 17-14 in favor of Benilde-St. Margaret's. The Red Knights actually took a full timeout. But Russ, your thoughts of the first 5.5 minutes of today's game?
Well, pace, right? Tempo. Both these teams want to play at a high level, a high pace, I should say. They want to play quick and fast, and I think both teams are doing that. Obviously, Benilde's got some great players, and we're just going to have to try to slow them down, but we're doing a great job of shot making. But again, I think it's important for us, limit our turnovers and those second chance opportunities for them.
Now Gavin Roderick on the left side does not connect, but I think Samson Hagstrom was able to get in for an offensive rebound there, and he got fouled while in the air. I don't think he'll get free throws, but still, Alexandria is going to keep the ball here.
No, nice job there by Sampson. He's been active there underneath, getting some rebounds, and that's the first foul on Wilson.
Yep, lob comes in. Chase Thompson has it. Little hook shot is short. Tap up by Talon Witt doesn't go. Thompson with the rebound. Now around into the right corner. Talon Witt cannot connect on the 3. And the free throw, or the rebound for Jalen Wilson. And now we come back the other way. And we'll have a whistle and an Alexandria foul will be called.
That's unfortunate. I thought Talon got all ball there, and that's 2 on him, and now they'll have to make an early decision.
Yep, I think they ruled the foul on Mason Witt, so that will be his second, but still a decision here as two-shot opportunity coming here for Benilde-St. Margaret's. And the first free throw is good for Jaleel Donley. Benilde-St. Margaret's now up 18-14. This is the equaling the biggest lead of the game for the Red Knights. And now they have their biggest lead after the second free throw is made. 19-14 for Benilde-St. Margaret's. Here's Samson Hagstrom advancing the ball up the floor into the front court. He'll get it to Thompson, back to Hagstrom for a three. That's off the heel of the rim, but an offensive rebound by Mason Witt. Another look, and it goes inside, where Chase Thompson will score his first points of the day.
Yeah, big rebound there by Miles, kicking it back out to Sampson. Did a nice job of finding Chase underneath. And, you know, I don't know, today's one of those days where I don't know that Chase is going to get much of a rest. He might have to play 36 minutes.
Yeah. Loose ball taken here by Garibaldi. He'll feed it inside, and the reverse layup is off the rim. Ball out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Alexandria. So the Cardinals will get possession here. The Red Knights will make a substitution. Christian Johnson is into the game. So it's Johnson along with Jaleel Donley, Jalen Wilson. I think Jaden Garibaldi is into the game, and Kobe Willis. Alexandria has Talon Witt taking it to the rack. Little up and under, no good. Miles Gray trying for the rebound. I think we had a tie-up, and Benilde's going to get, or it's Alexandria ball rather. So credit Miles Gray with the offensive rebound there, and possession to the Cardinals.
Yeah, another nice job there by Miles of just being aggressive, attacking the boards, and that's what we're going to need from him today.
Lob in, and Chase Thompson, airborne, will put it in for two. So his second basket of the game, and Benilde's lead is one at 19-18. A little more than 7 minutes gone by in the first half. Out top, Donley, or Wilson rather, with the move. Now Jaleel Donley has it. Donley, pull-up jumper is good. Extended elbow there, and Jaleel Donley knocks the shot down. 21-18 for the Red Knights. Chase Thompson pulls up for the three. No good. Scramble for the rebound. Miles Gray able to get it. Now another look. Back out. Hagstrom with the ball now to Gray. Then Samson Hagstrom with it. And we're going to have a shot no good. And I think we're going to have a foul called here on the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights.
Yeah, they're going to call it on number one there, Johnson. And you know, they're giving Sampson that three. They're kind of backing off on him and daring him to shoot. And Sampson did a good job there going to the line here, or I should say of driving and getting himself to the line.
So free throw number one of two for the senior co-captain, Samson Hagstrom, is good. Now Benilde head coach Damian Johnson will bring TJ Stutley and Connor Watts into the game. Stutley re-entering. Connor Watts getting his debut in today's game at Alexandria. 2-point lead for the Red Knights at 21-19. Now it's down to one as Samson Hagstrom made the next free throw. Alexandria will extend the defensive pressure a little bit. Now it's going to be Stutley getting it ahead now to Donley. Donley handing off to Christian Johnson. Now the Cardinals will show a little bit of zone. Bounce pass taken here by Watts. Now over to the left side, then back out. Stutley for the triple, and it's good. TJ Stutley with his second three-pointer of the game, and he's got 7. And the lead is 4 for Benilde-St. Margaret's at 24-20. Gavin Roderick with the ball now to Hagstrom. Hagstrom looking to drive, then back out. Talon Witt has it to Gray, to Hagstrom. Now into the corner, then back to Chase Thompson. Baseline shot is good. Count the basket. We're going to watch it again on YouTube as Quali Real Estate brings you the instant replay on our YouTube channel here. Chase Thompson scoring his third basket, and he drew contact as a foul got called on Christian Johnson.
Yeah, nice job there by the Cardinals. Good ball movement. And with Jalen Wilson out of the game, you know, that gives us a chance to work Chase down low, and you know the Cardinals did a great job. That's a tough entry pass until you get it down there in the baseline, and then I think it was Sampson made a nice job, nice entry pass there into Chase for the three-point play opportunity.
Free throw by Chase Thompson does complete the three-point play. So after Chase was scoreless for about the first 5+ minutes, he is now warmed up rather quickly. He's up to 7 points. And now we're going to have some substitutions again. I think Jalen Wilson back into the game for Benilde-St. Margaret's.
And Donnelly's out here too, so that might change a little bit offensively what they do. Let's see who kind of tries to enter the offense as they turnover.
Yep, first turnover of the game for the Red Knights. Outlet up ahead, out of bounds, and I believe it's going to be off TJ Stutley. It will belong to Alexandria.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see here. You can definitely see early on that, Donnelly, he's the catalyst, that he keeps them going, and so with him out of the game, let's see what happens offensively.
Now pass in, Chase Thompson triple teamed underneath, and he could not get the shot up on the rim, but it's going to be blocked out of bounds. Alexandria will keep the basketball here.
Yeah, Chase draws a lot of attention. That time he drew three defensive players who collapsed, and ball out of bounds here, Cardinals underneath.
Talon Witt to trigger it in to Samson Hagstrom, back to Talon Witt. Now down to Thompson, then back out to Gavin Roderick for the three, and it's good. Gavin Roderick knocks down his second three. As on YouTube, you're going to watch that instant replay, brought to you by Quali Real Estate. And Alexandria takes the lead back at 26-24 midway through this first half.
And Gavin that time passed up an easier shot for a more difficult one and made it.
Now the Red Knights try to counter at the other end, and they lose the ball. Outlet ahead. Hagstrom tried to feed it off, and it's going to be turned over. Jalen Wilson gets it back. He'll send it to Milton Nuon. Nuon into the front court, then gets it back to Wilson. Now further out to Stutley. He'll look to take off. Spin move. Pass back out. Now Wilson has it to Stutley again. Then it comes to Jalen Wilson. Then across. Up and under. Shot is good. Kendry Fields scores for Benilde-St. Margaret's, and we're tied at 26.
Yeah, we kind of gambled defensively there, which left a player open.
And at the other end, Gavin Roderick can't connect on the three. Benilde-St. Margaret's Connor Watts gets the rebound. Now off here is Wilson on the drive. Shot too strong. Rebound to Hagstrom for Alexandria. Ahead now, Miles Gray up ahead to Roderick. Then the ball poked away. Gray gets it back. He's got it. Now it's reversed to the left side. Talon Witt working in, then out. Then back, Samson Hagstrom with it. Now to Talon Witt on the right wing. His three is off, and then the rebound for Connor Watts. And I think he got pushed. And we're going to have a foul called on Alexandria.
Yeah, that's okay there by Miles. He's working hard underneath there, and you never know, maybe you can get a tip, but we had good ball movement there. Certainly had some opportunities. We passed up some shots. You can definitely see that Wilson is a factor in there. He took a hard tumble on that last one. Looks like he's got something on his finger to begin with, so we'll have to see how he's affected by that, but Chase did a great job on defense. Those are two really high-level basketball players going one-on-one.
Here's Jaleel Donnelly back in now, handling the ball, getting it to Jalen Wilson. The three-point shot doesn't go. Ball tapped up, and Alexandria controls. That will be Mason Witt with the defensive rebound. Alexandria looking to take the lead with a basket here. Pass goes to the left side to Chase Thompson. Now to Witt. Talon Witt on the drive, out to his cousin. Mason Witt sinks the three-pointer. Another replay on our YouTube channel, and that's being brought to you by Quali Real Estate. Talon Witt driving, kicking it off to an open Mason Witt for the triple.
And having watched Mason play basically basketball his entire life, that's the one thing that he has really improved on, his quick release. He gets that thing in his hands, and it is up right now, and you can definitely see that.
Jalen Wilson posting up, shot doesn't go. Contested ball out of bounds to Alexandria. So the Cardinals get a defensive stop. Alexandria 29, Benilde-St. Margaret's 26. Big audience on hand to watch this matchup between two teams ranked in the top 4 in Class AAA. Many of them staying around after watching a top 5 matchup in girls basketball when Benilde-St. Margaret's down to host Alexandria Cardinals 79-53. Mason Witt on the drive, scores, and is fouled. Let's check out another replay on the YouTube channel, brought to you by Quali Real Estate, as Mason Witt takes it strong to the hole and scores.
Yeah, great job there by Mason. They're having to close out on him, and oh boy, that's number 2 on Wilson. That is a big foul there.
Developing situation there, and Coach Damian Johnson is going to bring Jaden Garibaldi back in, but Jalen Wilson will stay on the floor with the 2 personal fouls. Mason Witt sinks the free throw. By the way, I had it marked on my sheet, so that was a DMAC premonition there that Mason was going to make that freebie. And Alexandria leads by 6. Last 6 have gone to the Cardinals. Now here's TJ Stutley into the front court, getting it off to Jaleel Donley. Over to the right side to Garibaldi. Now Donley has it back. Then it goes to Stutley. Turnaround shot in the lane doesn't go. Rebound for Alexandria's Miles Gray. Cardinals doing a nice job getting stops on the defensive end. Now Talon Witt getting the feed from Thompson. It comes out to Gavin Roderick. Roderick a couple of dribbles. Now off to Mason Witt. Heat check there. Shot doesn't go. Gavin Roderick with the rebound. Another look for Alexandria. Thompson's 3 is too strong. And Jalen Wilson with the defensive rebound. Up now to Jaleel Donley. Turnaround shot in the lane is good. Doesn't take very long for Jaleel Donley to create his own space. 32-28 Alexandria.
Oh, he is quick. Speed dribble.
Now at the other end, the answer for Talon Witt for Alexandria. He now has 7 points today. Alexandria by 6 with just over 5 minutes to go in the half. Wide open underneath is Jalen Wilson. Good high pass from the high post there by Stutley to find Wilson for the score.
Yeah, they're definitely sneaking in that guy behind our post defender, and Wilson's been open a couple times.
At the other end, Talon Witt can't answer. Garibaldi gets the defensive rebound. Now Donley has it. He'll slip it off to Jalen Wilson, and his finger roll shot is off the window and in. Back-to-back baskets by Jalen Wilson, and Alexandria's lead is down to 2. 4:40 to go in the first half. Here's Mason Witt for a 3 that rattles out. Rebound to Jaden Garibaldi for Benilde. Red Knights can take the lead with a triple or tie with a basket. They will take the latter as Jaleel Donley scores, and we're even at 34 all. Here's Gavin Roderick looking to answer. He'll play it back out. Chase Thompson has it. Now off to Talon Witt. Witt will drive to the rack and put it off the window and in.
Yeah, nice job there by Talon. I really think, Donley, or Wilson, stays in there. He's playing with those 2 fouls. I think we got to be aggressive. Try to get him, see what he's willing to do. They're a different team without him, and maybe we can get that 3rd.
Now we have a 3-point shot, no good on the attempt by Kobe Willis, and the Alexandria Cardinals get the rebound. Mason Witt up ahead. Here's a 3 by Talon Witt, and it's good. Again, Quality Real Estate bringing you the instant replay on our YouTube channel as Talon Witt drains his 2nd triple of the afternoon. Alexandria leads by 5. And now a turnover at the other end as Benilde's Jaden Garibaldi, I believe, stepped on the sideline out of bounds. So the Cardinals are going to get it back. Alexandria with a 5-point lead at 39-34. The lead has been as great as 6 today.
And Grady Starzl back into the game along with Sampson. And Miles checked in for Miles Gray. His Talon hits another 3.
Yep, and he's on fire at the moment here. Talon Witt with a triple, then a steal by Hagstrom. Back out, a 3 by Mason Witt is good. Time out, Benilde-St. Margaret's. Alexandria's on a run to open up the lead to 11. 30-second break along our platforms. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. It's Alexandria 45, Benilde-St. Margaret's 34.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing.
America's best checking for students. Visit www.bell.bank/student checking to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
Thanks to all of the Alexandria Cardinal Sports Boosters bringing you our play-by-play, along with our videographer J.P. Boleen working for our YouTube broadcast today. I am Dave McClure, joined by Russ Henricks. We've got Jackson as our engineer back at the KXRA studio. Right now, Alexandria on a run as the Cardinals have opened up an 11-point lead at 45-34.
Yeah, I mean, we've got, 8 threes. Both Mason and Talon both have 3, and it's just good basketball.
Now on the drive into the lane, Jaleel Donnelly's floater is up and good. That halts the momentum briefly. 45-36 in favor of Alexandria. Talon Witt gets it out. Grady Starzl now feeding to Mason Witt. Now further out to Talon Witt, then to Mason Witt. Over to the right side to Chase Thompson. Now to Hegstrom, then around to Mason Witt. Still about 12 seconds to go on the shot clock. Talon Witt gets it into Mason Witt. Turnaround shot, around and off. Rebound by Grady Starzl. And back out. Alexandria resets. Here's Hegstrom to the rack. Puts it up, no good. Follow up, no good. Hegstrom with the rebound. Loose ball on the floor. Finally taken here by Jaleel Donnelly for the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights. He can't connect at the other end, but he gets an offensive rebound. Then it goes to Jalen Wilson right side. Into the lane. Leaning in. It comes back out. Fields with it. His shot blocked by Thompson. And he gets the rebound as well. Then the outlet pass intercepted. And then Benilde-St. Margaret's is going to turn it right back over to Alexandria.
Wow.
Boy, the tempo super high right now, Russ.
Take a deep breath there, D-Mac. I'll give you a little break here. Yeah, just a lot happened there. Going back to the offensive end, Sampson did a great job of taking it hard at Wilson, hoping he could draw that third foul, but Wilson was vertical, but then there was just multiple rebounds. Grady Starzl had a great rebound in there. Sampson was nearly up in the air for a rebound, and we come back with still that same 9-point lead. But yeah, again, as we mentioned, the level of play is super high.
Here's Gavin Roderick getting it down to Chase Thompson, then across to Hegstrom, inside to Starzl. Underneath the basket, he'll dish it off to Talon Witt. Then it comes back out. Still about 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Hegstrom now off to Starzl. Starzl looking to drive, and I think it's off his knee, out of bounds, and that's going to be Alexandria's 5th turnover today.
Again, good ball movement by the Cardinals there. I think, passed up a couple of open shots, and we just want to try to, continue to be aggressive. I think we got to shoot some of those, but again, Cardinals they're playing really good basketball. Minute 26 here. I think one of the keys is I see Mason isn't in the game, which is good. Let's try to get to the end of the half here with him just having those 2 fouls.
Yep. And Miles Gray back in. Now Jaleel Donnelly kind of knifing his way to the basket, and he'll score. Then we got an outlet ahead, but Roderick was not able to finish, and Jaleel Donnelly gets the rebound. Now off to Jalen Wilson. He stumbled and he lost the ball. Scramble, and it'll be picked up by Alexandria. Talon Witt into the front court. Now we'll drop it off to Hegstrom, then back to Talon Witt. Now to Thompson. Ball fake. Now he'll attack. Shot banked in by Chase Thompson.
And again, there's another example where Wilson playing with those 2 fouls really can't do much there. But I'll tell you what, Donnelly, we're just going to have to continue to work on containing him. He is quick.
And Jalen Wilson goes with the reverse layup and scores 47-40. Alexandria with the advantage. Half a minute to go in the first half.
And those 2 guys have 31 of their 40 points, right?
Yeah,
the way it looks.
That is correct.
See if we'll hold here for the last shot. Looks that way.
And so far, Benilde-St. Margaret's not coming out to contest. So Samson Hegstrom having the ball. Jalen Wilson, the closest one to guard him. We're down to 10 seconds. Now Talon Witt has it. Out top. He backs up. He'll shoot the 3, and it's off. Rebound to the Red Knights. And before the buzzer, bank shot too strong by Kendry Fields. It would have counted for 3. And we have reached intermission. A highly entertaining first half of basketball has the number 4 ranked team in Class 3A, the Alexandria Cardinals, leading the number 1 ranked team in Class 3A, Benilde-St. Margaret's by 7, 47-40. For our studio engineer Jackson back at KXRA, we've got the 1 ad to make up, so we'll make it about a 3-minute break or so, and then we will return to Alexandria Area High School for our mid-game report brought to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria after these words.
Premier Collision guarantees your full satisfaction. From a simple dent to major bodywork, Premier Collision will fix your vehicle right. Stop by for a free estimate or go to premiercollisionmn.com. Premier Collision, excellent results, a friendly attitude, and fair prices.
Welcome to the spirit of Lake Town hospitality. Welcome to D. Mike's Resort Bar and Grill. From legacy locals, seasonal visitors, to traveling teams, you are our community. Come share in our rustic flavors, modern flair, and authentic roots. Legacy inspired, community infused.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Feel confident. Feel inspired. Embrace your unique beauty at 6th and Broadway Clothing. From expertly curated collections to personalized styling and color analysis services, you can embrace style as beautiful as you.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers for 30 years, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings, quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Garden Center features 34 lanes of bowling fun. Whether you're an avid bowler or just looking for a fun outing, add Garden Center lanes to your calendar and make it a fun date.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
You've seen them, craved them. You voted them the best. Their Smoke and Brews and Q's get their unreal smoked barbecue for catering, drop-offs, or events.
Hi, this is Schmitty from Smoke and Brews and Q's. Our obsession is the meat, our passion is what makes it great.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
At halftime, the Alexandria Cardinals lead the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights in boys basketball 47-40. Welcome to our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. Along with Russ Henricks, I am D-Mac Dave McClurg. Russ, a first half where the teams kind of stayed close to one another, and then Alexandria went on that spurt late in the first half. I think we were tied at 34, and then the Cardinals rattled off 11 in a row, getting like 3 or 4 positive possessions and getting a few defensive stops. I would think Alexandria feels very good about what they're doing so far, but you know, Benilde-St. Margaret's is not number 1 ranked, they are number 1 ranked for a reason, and I get the feeling we have not seen the best half out of the Red Knights yet.
No, absolutely. I mean, that was very entertaining half of basketball, no matter which team you're cheering for, but I thought the Cardinals, they had a spell there where they really, just got out, made some threes, and I thought overall we played really clean basketball. We didn't have a lot of wasted possessions. We took care of the ball. We were doing a good job on the boards. We're staying out of foul trouble, really, other than Mason's 2. Knock on wood, Chase doesn't have any fouls right now, and really the big story of that whole first half, the last half anyway, was, Wilson's not quite as effective when he has to play with those 2 fouls, but, I think for the Cardinals, we just got to find a way to control Donnelly. It's that dribble penetration, him penetrating into our zone, finding those open seams, and then, obviously just keeping Wilson off the boards. He's probably going to get his. He's probably that kind of player. So, But overall, I think, you got to be pleased with that half as a Cardinal fan.
And I would think, especially for Alexandria to score 47 points. Of course, the Cardinals have had 3 consecutive games where they've hit 100 points or more. But, part of the reason Alexandria has been really assertive at, collecting missed shots, as we'll go through the stats momentarily, a bundle of offensive rebounds for Alexandria. And that's led to some second chance points, even third chance points.
Yeah, both teams are comfortable playing at this pace, but I think the Cardinals, Chase has such a unique ability on that outlet pass. He's a modern day Kevin Love, he really sees the court so well, and we just get it out and go, and that's what the coaches are preaching. But I think this is going to be a great second half, and I hope you don't go anywhere, folks at home watching or listening, and it's going to be an exciting basketball.
In the first half, Alexandria had 6 different players score. 2 are already in double figures. The Witt cousins, Talon with 15 and Mason with 12. Gavin Roderick with 9, Chase Thompson with 9. 2 players have combined to score more than 3/4 of Benilde-St. Margaret's points. Jaleel Donnelly with 17, Jalen Wilson with 14, TJ Stuntley with 7. The rest of the team has combined to score just 2. Alexandria a big edge on the boards, out rebounding Benilde-St. Margaret's by 9 in the first half, 22-13. Alexandria had almost as many offensive rebounds, 12, as Benilde-St. Margaret's had total rebounds in the first half, 13. Individually, Samson Hagstrom with 4 boards, 3 on the offensive glass. Miles Gray with 4 boards, 3 on the offensive glass. Only 9 fouls were called in the first half combined. Benilde has Christian Johnson and Jalen Wilson with 2 fouls. Mason Witt, the only Alexandria player with 2 fouls in the first half. The Red Knights 3 of 4 from the line. Alexandria 5 of 6. The Cardinals 8 of 20 beyond the arc, where Benilde-St. Margaret's was 3 of 7. And with 87 points on the board, the teams combined for just 10 turnovers combined, 5 for each side. We had 6 ties in the first half and 5 lead changes. And right now, Alexandria is in front with 1 half to go against the number 1 ranked team in Class 3A, the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights. It's the Cardinals 47, Benilde 40. That is the halftime report, brought to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. Now along our platforms, these words from our Cardinal Sports Boosters.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing.
America's best checking for students. Visit www.bell.bank/student checking to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Precision Auto reminds you to plan for the inevitable, the change of weather and its impact on your vehicle. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust the precision of a pro. Precision Auto. On 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Pomp's Tire Service has solutions for tired tires. Whatever your tire choice, make Pomp's your choice. Brakes, wheel alignments, factory maintenance, shocks, and struts. Pomp's has your service needs covered. Pomp's, we know tires and service. You should know Pomp's.
Cenex Midtown Express has fresh-made pizza, lunch and breakfast sandwiches, and broaster chicken, live bait, propane, and diesel fuel. Cenex Garfield has groceries, bait, and tackle, and made-to-order pizza. Cenex Midtown Express, Alexandria, and Cenex Garfield.
Second half straight ahead of boys basketball as you watch on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Thanks for joining us through the traditional means, KXRA Radio, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, and 105.7 FM. And we also have the streaming audio through the Voice of Alexandria app. Benilde-St. Margaret's will have the ball to begin the second half. If Damian Johnson goes with his original starters, it would be Milton Nuon, TJ Stutley, Jaleel Donnelly, Kendry Fields, and Jalen Wilson. I believe those are the five on the floor. And Forrest Witt, the Alexandria coach, going with his original starters: Mason Witt, Talon Witt, Gavin Roderick, Samson Hagstrom, and Chase Thompson. Thomas Henricks, normally part of the team, but he's been nursing a little bit of an injury as of late. Hopefully he'll be back next week. Out top, it's Stutley with the ball. Then it goes to Donnelly. Jaleel Donnelly with it beyond the arc. Couple of dribbles. Now he'll feed it off to the right side. And up the baseline here is Stutley. He can't connect, but the follow-up is good. So second chance points there for TJ Stutley.
Stutley was relatively quiet there in the first half, had a couple of threes, but we'll see what kind of adjustments Benilde makes here as they try to attack our zone, and looks like they're playing some man as always. Oh.
Yep, and now in the corner, Mason Witt knocks down a three-pointer. And for Mason Witt, that is his fourth triple of the day. Part of a 15-point performance, and Alexandria leads by 8. At the other end, underneath, Jalen Wilson shot too strong. Offensive rebound for Fields. Then back to Jalen Wilson. Now it's Nuon getting it back to Fields underneath. Finger roll shot is up and good. And he got fouled. The basket's going to count for the senior, Jalen Wilson.
Call that on Samson, it looks like.
So for Samson Hagstrom, his first foul of the game.
But that is now in 2 possessions. They've gotten 2 offensive rebounds. And so, again, we're going to want to, that's something they live at, that offensive rebounding. That's one of their strengths. And so you mentioned, I think that Coach Johnson had mentioned that's one of the things they want to do was win the rebound battle. And so we want to make sure we keep them off the board.
Yeah, it's interesting, Russ, because out of the 13 total rebounds in the first half for Benilde, only 3 were on the offensive glass. So
yeah, they got 2 in the first minute.
Yeah. So it's a 5-point lead, and now the Cardinals are going to turn it over. Pass gets intercepted by Jaleel Donnelly. Alexandria 50, Benilde-St. Margaret's 45. Here's a 3 on the left side by Stutley. It's good. And TJ Stutley, a quick 5 to start the second half, and it's 50-48. Now a pass inside. Chase Thompson got fouled on the arm as he was going up for a shot. He didn't complete the shot, but he'll get free throws here. And I get the feeling just in the early moments of this half here, Benilde-St. Margaret's evidently must have gotten some strong words of wisdom from Damian Johnson and the coaching staff.
Oh, I think absolutely, and that's always a good place to go, I think, for us offensively is let's try to get Chase some touches and get him to the line.
Free throw number 1 of 2 is good. Alexandria only attempted 6 free throws in the first half, making 5. Benilde attempted 4 free throws, making 3. Second one for Chase Thompson is good. And Alexandria's lead is 4 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard at 52-48. Early in the second half, Donnelly has it in the left corner. Now a pass intended for Jalen Wilson, tipped out of bounds by Chase Thompson. And Benilde will play it in along the baseline.
Interesting to see here, defensively how many resources we're gonna throw and not let them get the ball to Wilson, I think, as they get it into the high post there. Just trying to deny him the ball.
Yep, now he's gonna lean in and he has to kick it back out. Taking it now is Kendry Fields. Now a pass left side. Here's Stutley with it. TJ Stutley now backs it up. Now he'll take a straight on 3 and score. Stutley is 4 for 4 beyond the arc today.
And he's had a good second half here and has kind of woken them up.
And now Talon Witt will answer with a 3 of his own at the other end to give Alexandria a 4-point lead at 55-51. Talon Witt now with 18, and now the Cardinals get a recovery, and at the other end, Gavin Roderick was going up, possibly trying for a flush, but Benilde-St. Margaret's is going to say, you're not going to get any flushes easily on us today.
And they were going to make sure they're hard foul there by Donnelly, and that's 2 on him. And yeah, I mean, I think this is just going to be one of those games where it's going to be kind of back and forth here. Both teams throwing body blows.
Gavin Roderick misses the first free throw. He will get one more, and if he can make it, he'll be the 4th Alexandria player to score in double figures today. He does not. He went 0 for 2 at the line, so Kendry Fields with the defensive rebound. Up ahead now, taking it is Donnelly, and then a bounce pass taken by Stutley to Donnelly, around Wilson underneath, leans in, shot dances around and in. Jalen Wilson with the basket for the Red Knights, and it's 55-53 Cardinals. Here's Mason Witt taking it to the rack, and he'll lay it in.
Boy, really nice job there by Mason. You know, that's the evolution in his game as well. That quick shot, that quick trigger, but then, you know, when they start coming out, then there's another turnover.
Yep, let's see if Roderick gets the flush. He will! He puts it down with the slam. And Alexandria goes up by 6, 59-53. Now in the front court, it's a pass inside. Wilson fouled as he was getting a lob from TJ Stutley, and Jalen Wilson will step to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, fouled Sampson there. We're you know, basically just throwing 2 guys at him, trying to front him, and then getting some backside help. And so, you know, going to try to make him earn everything here as he goes to the line for 2.
Yep, Jalen Wilson now, I believe, with 19 in the afternoon. Now he's at an even 20 as he sinks the first free throw. Substitutions for both sides. I think Gavin Roderick re-enters. He was down for just a bit. Meanwhile, Kobe Willis in for Benilde-St. Margaret's. Second free throw is good for Jalen Wilson. And it's 59-55. I don't think Alec made a substitution.
No, not yet.
Nope. Still starting 5 on the floor that began the second half. I think Roderick just went over for some words of wisdom from Coach Witt. Here's Talon Witt taking it to the rack. Shot off the back rim. And I believe it's Jaden Garibaldi that's in as a substitution as well. Works his way up the floor. And he got fouled. That will be the second foul on Talon Witt today. 3 fouls on Alexandria here in the second half. Benilde-St. Margaret's has 2. Now Roderick will come out as Miles Gray will come in for the Cardinals.
Interesting. I'm sorry, dear. Interesting that they played, I think, 9 guys in the first half, and we played 7. Grady was that 7th. Got a few minutes there, so we'll see if stamina comes into play here. Or
here's a 3-point shot, no good, and I believe tapped out of bounds last touch by Talon Witt, so Benilde-St. Margaret's will keep the ball after Jaden Garibaldi missed a 3. Pass comes in to Willis. Now to Jalen Wilson, then to Donnelly. His triple is around and off, battle for the board, and Miles Gray able to tap it to Samson Hagstrom. And the Cardinals with the ball and a 4-point lead. Hagstrom out top, passes back to Miles Gray. Gray attacks, he'll take the medium range shot, no good. There's Hagstrom with the rebound, went to the floor with no call, and we're gonna have a held ball, and I think Alexandria is going to get the basketball here. A tie-up occurred, and it will be Cardinal basketball. But again, Samson Hagstrom showing another example of good hustle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's getting to a lot of loose balls. He's, beating them. We're beating them to a lot of loose balls there. Both teams have done a good job in the offensive rebounding here the second half.
Pass goes in from Hagstrom to Thompson. Now it's around to the right side to Mason Witt. Alexandria by 4. Thompson kicks it out. Now it's Miles Gray with a touch, then it goes over to Thompson. He'll drive in, and he stumbles. That's because he got fouled. And we'll have another pass in. Only 5, or the shot clock will reset to 20 seconds here after TJ Stutley committed the Benilde-St. Margaret's foul.
There's not many teams that we play that are going to come out and really get in Chase's face like Stutley is, and he's really got a hand up, and they're almost going to force him to try to put the ball on the floor and not give him those threes, so he's going to see Chase will get aggressive here.
Now Gavin Roderick working his way in close, leaning in, and he banks the shot in.
And Gavin just bullied his way in there, got real physical, and got it up on there to get that lead back to 6.
61-55 for the Cardinals. Now here is Jalen Donnelly. He'll get it inside. Leaning in is Wilson, and he'll put it up and in. Jalen Wilson with the basket. And it's 61-57, Alexandria with the lead. 5.5 minutes gone, second half. Out top, Miles Gray with it. He'll feed off to Hegstrom, wide open in the corner. He can't connect on the 3. Rebound to Chase Thompson on the weak side. Another look for Alexandria. Now Hegstrom has it back. He'll drive, feed out. Mason Witt straight on 3 off the front rim. Rebound to Jaleel Donnelly for Benilde-St. Margaret's. Now over to Stutley. He's been perfect from three-point range until there. He missed on the triple, and Mason Witt got the defensive rebound. Then a foul called on the Red Knights.
Yeah, that was a man rebound there by Mason. He boxed out and blocked out and was able to go up strong and basically one-hand that rebound. And that was a great job there by Mason. Not only got the rebound, but drew a foul.
Kobe Willis picked up the personal foul for the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights.
Interesting here, D-Mac, if we get a made basket here, if we get a timeout after it, Coach Witt likes to do that. And you can kind of just sense we still got all 5 left. Just maybe give our guys a breather here.
Gavin Roderick with the 3. That's too strong. And rebound to Jalen Wilson. 61-57 for the Alexandria Cardinals. Now at the other end, Donnelly is able to score for Benilde-St. Margaret's. That's his first bucket of the second half.
I was just going to say that. They've done a really good job on him and with his speed dribble.
Now the Cardinals' lead is 2. Roderick will get it to Chase Thompson, curling in. Baseline shot, no good. But a foul got called, and free throws will be coming for Chase Thompson. And it's going to be Jalen Wilson picking up the foul, and he now has 3.
Yeah, nice job there by Chase with a little spin move to the baseline, rise up, and again, he is not rested today. He's played the whole game, and that's probably the way it's going to be, and he'll just have to continue to pace himself, and he's played in a lot of big games in his life.
First free throw of 2 is good for Chase Thompson, of course, bound for Clemson University in South Carolina to play basketball in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Alexandria 62, Benilde-St. Margaret's 59. It looks like Jalen Wilson's going to have a little bit of a breather here. Kendry Fields in, joined by Jaden Garibaldi, TJ Stutley, Kobe Willis. Second free throw no good, and Stutley got the defensive rebound. So the lead is at 3. 62-59, Jaleel Donnelly with it, front court. He'll spin, lean in, shot, dances around and drops in. And now an outlet ahead. Gavin Roderick beat everybody back, but he missed on the shot. And the rebound for Garibaldi. Benilde-St. Margaret's can take its first lead of the second half here. Under 11 minutes to go. Right side, Donnelly's triple is good. Jaleel Donnelly scores, and Benilde-St. Margaret's goes up 64-62. Now does Alexandria have the answer? Talon Witt takes it to the rack and scores.
A nice job there by Talon. Good answer. They've kind of extended their defense, no doubt. Benilde has, and so Talon just found a lane there to the basket.
Now a pass inside, shot got blocked, but we're going to have a foul called. And that might be number 3 on Talon Witt here. Or will it be on possibly Chase Thompson? Anyway, it's
on Talon, his third, and I thought that was pretty clean there, and so did Coach Witt. But
so Kendry Fields will be at the line for a pair of free throws. Number 1 is good to put Benilde-St. Margaret's back on top by 1, 65-64. Now we'll have Milton Nguyen back in as he'll spell Kobe Willis. Alexandria led by 7 at the break. Right now Benilde up by 1. Second free throw no good, and Miles Gray rebounds. So the Cardinals can take the lead back with a basket here. Now into the front court, Mason Witt gets it to Gavin Roderick, slicing through, and he got fouled in the act of shooting. 2 free throws will come, and he hopes to have a better trip to the line here. He just missed 2 from the stripe moments ago. Foul on Jaden Garibaldi. That will be his 3rd. Last foul that the Red Knights have to give before the bonus goes into effect. Gavin Roderick's first free throw is no good. Cardinals leaving some points at the line here, down by 1, 65-64.
Yeah, Gavin, take a deep breath here and put this one in, get this thing back tied here with 10 minutes to go. And
free throw is good, so we are deadlocked at 65 all. Alexandria will show some pressure. Donnelly brings it up, pulls up for the elbow jumper, off the heel of the rim, and Chase Thompson controls the rebound. Outlet comes ahead to Gray. Now to Mason Witt, back to Thompson. Now the three-pointer is going to be short on Gavin Roderick's attempt, and Jaleel Donnelly has the rebound. And then the Cardinals get it back, outlet ahead. Gavin Roderick on the front end, puts it down with a jam! And that's going to prompt a timeout. We watch the video replay on Quali Real Estate as Gavin Roderick gets the flush to put Alexandria on top. We're going to take a 30-second break of our own as Alexandria takes time. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in the second half of boys basketball. It's Alexandria 67, Benilde-St. Margaret 65.
North Central International. Heavy-duty truck service on long haulers, dump trucks, buses, and specialized heavy-duty rigs. Medium and heavy-duty parts and accessories for all makes of trucks. Just south of I-94 and Highway 29 South in Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A slam by Gavin Roderick, his second dunk of the game, has put Alexandria on top by 2, 67-65. Benilde-St. Margaret's the #1 ranked team in Class AAA, overcame an 11-point first half deficit to briefly go in front here in the second half, but Russ, still plenty of time, almost 10 minutes to go, and seems like we've gotten a better shot from Benilde-St. Margaret's than what we saw in the first half.
Yeah, you know, this is just the kind of game I expected, back and forth. Both teams playing at a high level, both teams playing above the rim, as you can see. And so it's going to be about the team that executes the most, or executes the best, I should say. And so, again, just trying to limit your turnovers. And we were both talking in the intermission there, the commercial, I should say, that it's a good time out there by Forrest. You know, the kids are playing hard, and you could just sense a little bit of fatigue there, and get yourself back organized here and come on out, lead up by 2 with 10 to go.
And Alexandria will show a little bit of a zone trap here. Christian Johnson now into the game for Benilde-St. Margaret's, joined by Milton Nuon, Jaleel Donnelly, Jalen Wilson, and Kendry Fields. Reverse layup is contested. Rebound to Fields. No reset on the shot clock, though. Now Donnelly has it way out. Now a couple of defenders. Now it's Fields. He'll run into the lane, and his short jumper will tie the score up. 67 all.
That's interesting there. The Cardinals, they basically doubled Donnelly to get the ball out of his hands.
Now Talon Witt straight on 3, doesn't go. Rebound to Jaleel Donnelly for Benilde-St. Margaret's. And then it goes to Fields. Fields up the baseline now to Jalen Wilson. And it comes back out to Christian Johnson. Under 9 minutes to go in regulation time. Wilson with a spin move, turnaround shot in the lane off the heel of the rim, no good. Chase Thompson with the rebound. Outlet to Gavin Roderick into the front court, now to Mason Witt. Pulls the trigger and bangs home a three-pointer.
Yeah, no hesitation there. Just got it right away, and that quick release get the Cardinals back up by 3.
70-67 Alexandria. We're in the second half. Now a bounce pass by Johnson goes down to Jalen Wilson. Wilson looking to back in against Thompson. Turnaround shot too strong. Contested. Rebound by Miles Gray. Outlet ahead. Mason Witt has it left side. Now a skip pass out to Thompson. He'll take the 3. That is off, no good. Jalen Wilson up for the defensive rebound, but it's taken away. Talon Witt will actually get the hustle offensive rebound there. Now Thompson has it. Back out, Mason Witt taking it. Now down to 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Ball on the floor, and the Cardinals will turn it over.
Yeah, it's too bad there. Miles Gray, again, another great job down inside there, just working, just kind of get a body on Wilson and get a tip, and we got a second chance opportunity, and Chase just missed Mason, who was lining up for another three.
Now Jaleel Donnelly with the jumper from the free throw line that rattles out. Rebound to Chase Thompson. Cardinals have the ball in a 3-point lead. 7.5 minutes to go. Mason Witt, three-pointer is good. NBA range triple there for Mason Witt, and Alexandria grows the lead to 6.
Yeah, he's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence, and here we go again. We're just double teaming there. Get the ball out of Donnelly's hands, make him go to somebody else, and cheapy here.
Yeah, ticky-tack foul down along the baseline. I think Miles Gray is going to pick it up. That will be his second and team foul number 5. Grady Starzl's going to come back in for Miles Gray. Meanwhile, Christian Johnson and Milton Nuon will both sit down. Kobe Willis, one of the players, back in. TJ Stutley also on the court for the Red Knights. Kendry Fields, Jalen Wilson, and Jaleel Donnelly, the other 3 for the Red Knights. Here's a pass nearly intercepted. Wilson has it off to Willis, and he knocks down a three-pointer. Timely triple there for Kobe Willis for his first points of the game.
Yeah, I think if you're the Cardinals, you can live with that guy taking that shot, getting the ball out of Stutley or Donnelly or Wilson's hands.
73-70, Alexandria in front. Spin move by Thompson, leans in, shot no good. Contested. Rebound by Kobe Willis. Benilde-St. Margaret's with the ball. Off now to Stutley. Then behind, the pass intercepted. Possible 3-on-1. Here's Thompson down the lane. Finger roll shot is good. Let's watch the replay for the YouTube audience. Quality Real Estate bringing you the instant replay. Transition basketball leads to the Chase Thompson layup and a 5-point lead. Willis, what you talking about at the other end? He can't connect on the 3, and then we have a foul called on Benilde-St. Margaret's.
Yeah, it's on Stutley there. Talon did a good job. That last offensive possession, just a little, a thing that might go unnoticed. Mason got the rebound, or got the steal, I should say, could have rushed. He actually took his time, which created a 3-on-1, which allowed him for the nice, easy layup there for Chase, as Talon's going to go to the line here for the bonus.
Yep, that's right. The foul was on Stutley, his second, so 1-1 now for the last 6:13 of regulation for the Alexandria Cardinals. They're the first one to get into the bonus. Free throw does not go, and again, Alexandria having some issues at the line here in the second half. Kendry Fields got the defensive rebound. So it's 75-70. Here's a bullet pass over to Willis. Now out, it's Stutley with it. Now a pass inside intended for Jalen Wilson as the Red Knights worked it around, and foul got called on Grady Starzl, and that will be the last foul that Alexandria has to give here in the second half.
Yeah, Cardinals just trying to steal a few minutes here with Grady in there, maybe get our 2 bigs in there with Grady and Chase, and just trying to work to try to, keep, again, part of the way to defend a player as good as Wilson is what you do before he ever gets the ball, and it's just a matter of trying to, position yourself to not let him get it. So Grady's working hard down there as Talon's going to get a quick breather here.
Yep, Samson Hegstrom in for him. Here's a pass. Stutley got it, and then he tried to kick it into the corner, and the Red Knights did not handle it cleanly, and that will be a Benilde-St. Margaret's turnover. So the Cardinals get a stop after Benilde-St. Margaret's mishandled the possession, and Alexandria has the ball in a 5-point lead. Thompson way out, passes now to Samson Hegstrom, picked up defensively here by Nuon. Now Roderick has it, jumper in the lane, rattles out. It was about halfway down, and then it came out. Jalen Wilson with a defensive rebound. 5.5 minutes to go in regulation, and Alexandria's lead is 5 over the number 1 ranked team in Class AAA, Benilde-St. Margaret's. 75 for the Cardinals, 70 for the visiting Red Knights. Stutley out beyond the arc, now works his way to the rack. Shot blocked by Thompson. Rebound goes to Alexandria. Here's Mason Witt going the other way, feeding off Starzl's finger roll shot, too strong. Rebound to Kobe Willis. And the Red Knights have the ball back. Now here is on the right side Willis, getting it out to Jaleel Donnelly. Donnelly being picked up defensively by Mason Witt. Donnelly out beyond the arc, now feeds over to Stutley. Into the corner, Willis with the triple, and that's good. Kobe Willis with a timely three-pointer there for Benilde-St. Margaret's.
Yeah, and that's two he's hit in that, on the opposite sides of the court. And again, you can't cover everything, and I think, that's one of those things as we turn it over here.
Yep, bounce pass by Chase Thompson intercepted. Willis back the other way, and then as Jalen Wilson was looking to attack the basket, he got fouled by Gavin Roderick. So Wilson will go to the line for a free throw opportunity with 4:26 to go in regulation time, and the Cardinals up by just 2. Gavin Roderick will pick up his first foul. 7 fouls on each side here in the second half.
Yeah, the officials got a towel there to wipe up some sweat, and I think everybody in the gym just takes a deep breath here, and about 4:25 to go, and Wilson a chance to tie the game up here.
Yep, he gets 2 opportunities from the stripe. Free throw number 1 is good. Senior Jalen Wilson has yet to miss from the free throw line this afternoon. He is 4 of 4, and if he becomes 5 for 5, we will be tied for the 10th time today. A lot of alliteration with the letter T on the end of that statement. Alexandria 75, Benilde-St. Margaret 74. And he makes the free throw to tie the score up. 5 in a row for Benilde-St. Margaret's, and we're even with about 4.5 remaining. Mason Witt handling out top, gives it to Miles Gray, then over to Samson Hagstrom. Now to Talon Witt back in. Now to Mason Witt. Out beyond the arc, he'll drive, feed into the corner, and the shot does not go, and there's another offensive rebound by Samson Hagstrom, but his bounce pass gets intercepted, and it's going to be up to midcourt, and I think the Red Knights are going to get the basketball here.
Yeah, great job there by Samson, flying in to get the rebound, and fortunately just, turned it over there. But again, it's we're in a good spot here. It's just a matter of who's going to execute the best here, and we'll see what happens.
Milton Nuon, TJ Stutley, Jaleel Donnelly, Jalen Wilson all on the floor along with Kobe Willis. Pass in to Wilson, turnaround shot for the lead is no good. Defensive rebound for Chase Thompson. Outlet ahead, Gray has it. Now into the left corner for Mason Witt. Now back out top, Talon Witt with the ball. Tied at 75 all, 3.5 minutes remaining in regulation time. 2 of the top 4 teams in Class AAA gathering in Alexandria today. Number 1, Benilde-St. Margaret's, and number 4, Alexandria. Thompson out top, gets it to Mason Witt. Witt open on the right side for the 3. It is no good. Rebound to Jalen Wilson, Benilde-St. Margaret's with the ball.
I think he got hit there, and Wilson with the rebound, but that's unfortunate. He had that one dialed up.
Now Donnelly for the lead, puts his team on top by 2. And that's going to prompt a timeout. It'll be a short timeout, meaning that we're going to make it a 30-second break of our own. 3:03 to go in regulation time. New numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in boys basketball. Benilde-St. Margaret 77, Alexandria 75.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School's Pollard Court. Large audience on hand to watch 2 state-ranked boys basketball teams. Many of these fans were here earlier today when Benilde-St. Margaret's defeated Alexandria in girls basketball 79-53. Here, it's a 2-point lead for the Red Knights. Benilde has scored the last 7 to take a 77-75 lead. We're about to go under 3 minutes remaining in regulation time. Talon Witt handling the rock for Alexandria. Leans in, feeds off to Gavin Roderick. Now to Hagstrom, then over to Mason Witt. Now Roderick has it, takes off, feeds out. Mason Witt gets it to Thompson. Thompson defended here by TJ Stutley. Down to 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. The 3 is a rainbow, and it's good for Chase Thompson.
That's why he's one of the best players in the state, and that's why he's going to go play basketball in the ACC. That's why he was Mr. Football in all our minds. He's rises up for a big three, and 2 minutes to go here.
78-77 Alexandria. Can Benilde-St. Margaret's get the answer at the other end? Jaleel Donnelly double teamed along the sideline, brings it back out. Feeds it to Kobe Willis, now around. Down to Wilson, guarded by Chase Thompson. Leaning in, turnaround shot for the lead. Off the side, rebound by Samson Hagstrom for Alexandria. The Cardinals get a stop with 2 minutes to go. Can Alexandria now answer on the offensive end? Pass goes into Thompson. Leaning in, ball up in the air. Thompson has it. Out to Roderick. The three. Good! Let's check that out for our YouTube audience as Quali Real Estate brings you the instant replay. A three-pointer by Gavin Roderick has put Alexandria on top by 4. And we're going to take a timeout, a 30-second break. 1:42 to go in regulation. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Alexandria 81. Benilde-St. Margaret 77.
Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
The Alexandria Cardinals on a 6-0 scoring run here to take a 4-point lead. I think we're going to make that first of the 2 3-point shots. The go-ahead three-pointer by Chase Thompson to give Alexandria a 78-77 lead. Our Smoke and Brews and Q's smoke and play of today's game. It's been a game filled with a lot of highlight-worthy plays, but Russ, it seems like Alexandria's caught some quick momentum late. Is it going to be sufficient enough? We still have 102 seconds of basketball in regulation.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the Cardinals have been in, some close games this year, right? You go back to Cretin and you go back to Sauk Rapids and then, of course, Mankato East. And we just, unfortunately, in those 3 games have not been able to close. We've not been able to get a crucial defensive stop, a rebound, hit a shot. Those last 2 possessions, those are huge moments for the Cardinals. And, Chase has been the leader there in those 2 spots. Gavin hitting the big 3. Again, no second chance opportunities. Shot goes up, rebound.
Benilde with the ball. As you watch on YouTube, the Red Knights are flowing right to left here in this second half. Jaleel Donnelly gets it off to Willis. His 3 doesn't go. Offensive rebound. Stutley can't get it in. And then the ball tapped off a couple of Alexandria players out of bounds. Benilde-St. Margaret's is going to keep the basketball here.
And again, it just becomes a rugby scrum in there. You just have to try to box those guys out with your body and just keep them off the glass.
Donnelly will get it into Stutley. Then inside, Wilson can't handle it, and it's tipped out by Alexandria. I think Talon Witt was challenging there. I think a lot of the Cardinal fans felt it was going to be a Benilde turnover, but not to be. We're down to 17 on the shot clock, 1:20 to go in regulation. Kendry Fields with the basketball. It comes out now to Kobe Willis. Then Jaleel Donnelly has it. Couple of defenders at him, now to Fields, then to Willis, right side, and he knocks down his 3rd three-pointer. Kobe Willis, the junior, has been big off the bench for Benilde-St. Margaret's. And now Coach Forrest Witt is going to take a short timeout. We're going to take a 30-second break of our own. Under a minute remaining in regulation time. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in boys basketball has Alexandria leading Benilde 81-80.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
What an exciting matchup between 2 teams ranked in the top 4 in the Class 3A boys basketball poll this week. 4th-ranked Alexandria leads top-ranked Benilde-St. Margaret's 81-80. We are now under a minute to play in regulation time. Dave McClurg reminding you that you are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, also through your Voice of Alexandria app. You're watching on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Cardinals with the ball, Talon Witt gets it out to Gavin Roderick, now to Hagstrom inside, pass intended for Chase Thompson, deflected out. The Cardinals will keep the ball. 48.4 seconds to go in regulation. 19 remains on the shot clock.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on the inbounds underneath here. They like to throw that lob to Chase.
And instead it goes into Gavin Roderick, and the Cardinals will work some clock. Now Talon Witt to the rack, lays it in. And Alexandria leads by 3. 40 seconds to go in regulation time.
There he was again, D-Mac, that Clyde the Glide Drexler move that he makes when he glides and slides in the air. And again, get a stop, get a rebound.
Now Willis has it down to the baseline. He's trapped. Ball knocked out of bounds by Samson Hagstrom. Benilde will keep it, and now Coach Damian Johnson wants his final timeout. Let's make it another 30-second break. 24.3 to go in regulation time. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in boys basketball. It's Alexandria 83, Benilde-St. Margaret's 80.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Down to less than a half minute remaining in regulation time. Benilde-St. Margaret's undefeated at 12-0 in a tussle with Alexandria, currently at 10-3. The Cardinals up 83-80 after Talon Witt scored on the last possession. And offensively, Russ Hinrichs, Alexandria's been executing down the stretch. Now can the defense get one more stop, really?
Absolutely, and it's going to be you're going to try to force the ball, right? You can see our strategy has been forcing the ball out of Donnelly's hands, and that's one of the reasons they've been able to control him to some degree. They're making him feed the ball to other players, and unfortunately Willis has knocked down 3 threes. So I think in this situation we might just try to play them straight up. Obviously up by 3, we do not want a 3, so we might have to stand up here, D-Mac.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and do that here. As Benilde-St. Margaret's will play the ball in, TJ Stutley will get it in. He gets it in for Donnelly. Donnelly back to Stutley in the corner. Game-tying 3 is off. Rebound attempt, and Fields can't keep it in play. It's back to Alexandria.
Well, great job there by the Cardinals. Got a little fortunate there, obviously. Stutley missed a 3, and so we have 3 timeouts left. Benilde has 0. So if we struggle, we can always take a timeout, and we got to knock down and we're going to take one right there.
Yep, I think Coach Forrest Witt is going to take that timeout. One more 30-second break, and then we're back to wrap up regulation time. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in boys basketball. Alexandria leads by 3 over Benilde-St. Margaret's, 83-80.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Long view on our YouTube channel. Many fans standing here at Alexandria as the Cardinals up by 3. Benilde-St. Margaret's TJ Stutley just missed a game-tying 3-point attempt. Alexandria will inbound the ball with 2 more timeouts remaining. Benilde-St. Margaret's has no more timeouts. Chase Thompson will look to pass it in, and he gets it in for Hagstrom. Hagstrom will dribble some time off the clock, and he got bumped from behind. And that's going to put Hagstrom on the line for a 1-and-1 with 14.5 seconds to go. That took about 3 seconds off the clock. And so now a clutch opportunity here after TJ Stutley committed the foul, his third. 8 fouls on the Red Knights, 7 for Alexandria. Keep in mind, with Benilde no longer having any timeouts, the Red Knights will not be able to stop the clock, so if they make a shot at the other end, time will continue to run. So if Alexandria can get the front end of a 1-and-1 from Samson Hagstrom, it'll be huge. Free throw off the rim, no good. Rebound to Stutley, and Benilde-St. Margaret still alive. Up the floor, Donnelly for the game-tying three. It's off. Rebound to Willis. He'll go into the corner. Fadeaway three. That's going to be short. Rebound to Thompson, and the Cardinals are going to dribble out the clock. And Alexandria has knocked the #1 ranked team in Class AAA from the ranks of the undefeated. Alexandria wins 83-80 over Benilde-St. Margaret's first loss of the year for the Red Knights as Alexandria goes to 11-3. Russ Hinrichs, Alexandria played just enough defense at the other end. Granted, you'd hope Sampson would have hit the free throw to maybe make it a little less tense, but the Cardinals did not make it easy for Benilde-St. Margaret's to try to get one final tying shot.
No, absolutely. In those moments, it's kind of a helter-skelter, chaotic, and you're trying to play defense, but you're also not trying to foul, and the offensive players are trying to draw the foul, so they're not always clear with their looks. But again, it just came down to, we just made some big plays down the stretch. There was that time where we were down by a point and Chase hit a three, and then Gavin hit another one, and just an entire team, just making plays down the stretch. And I think as a group, they grew up today. And again, that's a signature win that this team's been looking for throughout the year.
Yeah, you almost took the words out of my mouth, and you had mentioned it during our Jutner Motors pregame show earlier today, seeking that signature win. They've had opportunities earlier in the year, and they now get it. And, they're going to have more opportunities for signature wins even when the calendar flips over to February. But what an effort by the Alexandria Cardinals. I think every one of the 7 players that got into the game for Alexandria today chipped in some sort of way to earn this W.
Absolutely. In this program, the Cardinal program, we're way past the point of moral victories. And it was time to get one of these, and it was time to beat one of these teams. And they did that today, and Benilde is very good. I mean, those 3 guys, Stutley, Wilson, and Donnelly, my goodness, those guys are really good basketball players. But the Cardinals withstood their rush and their push at the end, and that's a great way to end a Saturday, and just a great month of basketball so far for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Alexandria still undefeated in the month of January. Now 7 consecutive wins since that overtime defeat to the Mankato East Cougars down in St. Paul. Again, a thriller to wrap up a great day of basketball at Alexandria Area High School. The 4th-ranked Cardinals in Class AAA get the win by 3, knocking #1 ranked Benilde-St. Margaret's from the ranks of the undefeated. 83-80, the final score. Let's take a break, and then we'll get rolling with a short Jutner Motors post-game report after this timeout and some words from our Cardinal Sports Booster.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us. Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
What's your number?
I drove 60 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota. I drove 45 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Premier Collision guarantees your full satisfaction. From a simple dent to major bodywork, Premier Collision will fix your vehicle right. Stop by for a free estimate or go to premiercollisionmn.com. Premier Collision, excellent results, a friendly attitude, and fair prices.
Welcome to the spirit of Lake Town hospitality. Welcome to D. Mike's Resort Bar and Grill. From legacy locals, seasonal visitors, to traveling teams, you are our community. Come share in our rustic flavors, modern flair, and authentic roots. Legacy inspired, community infused.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Feel confident. Feel inspired. Embrace your unique beauty at 6th and Broadway Clothing. From expertly curated collections to personalized styling and color analysis services, you can embrace style as beautiful as you.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
In a contest that would have 10 ties and 9 lead changes, Alexandria was able to make the final lead change in the final 3 minutes after Benilde-St. Margaret's went on a 7-0 scoring run to go up by 2. Chase Thompson and Gavin Roderick hit back-to-back 3-point shots, and then later on another key basket down the stretch, and Alexandria was able to get the victory 83-80. Welcome to our Jutna Motors post-game report as a basketball doubleheader featuring 4 quality teams concludes today with Benilde-St. Margaret's and Alexandria going 1-1 in the twin bill. Benilde-St. Margaret's won the girls basketball matchup earlier, but this one goes Alexandria's way and likely will have a new number 1 ranked team in the Class AAA boys basketball poll next week. Whether or not Alexandria is going to move up from the current number 4 spot, only time will tell. But Russ Henricks, you would think, you mentioned it earlier, signature win seeking, and the Cardinals do get it today. But, if both of these teams find a way to get into the state boys basketball tournament, that's resume enhancement for Alexandria.
Absolutely. I think when you look at it, if you're objectively, you look at the teams throughout the state of Minnesota in 3A basketball, really there's 6 teams that I think have a legitimate chance to win it, and we're one of them. Benilde is another one. Orono, De La Salle, Mankato East, and Totino Gray. So those 6 teams. And Benilde and Orono are in the same section. So that means there'll be 5 of those teams, and how they get seeded, really depends on how they do during the season. And today, being able to beat Benilde, and if they get into the state tournament, and, we go down and we got Orono in a couple weeks, and we can keep playing good basketball, that's going to only be good for our resume. So, and, for this crew, having lost some close games throughout the course of the year, sometimes if you can just get one, you can get that first close game win, you start to believe, your confidence grows, and, I think the Cardinals are just going to keep going from here.
Alexandria and Benilde kept it tight throughout much of the first half. We had ties at 4, 6, 12, and 14. A tie at 26, and then a tie at 34, and then Alexandria had both the Witt cousins, Mason and Talon, got hot from the outside, helping to fuel an 11-0 scoring run, and the Cardinals would go up by 11 at that juncture, 45-34. Benilde-St. Margaret's was able to creep back in a little bit, getting to within 7 at the break, and then the second half remained pretty tight. I don't think Alexandria was able to get a lot of separation. In fact, Benilde-St. Margaret's was able to get TJ Stutley active in the second half. Jaleel Donnelly was able to, put in a fair share of points. Jalen Wilson with his touches to get some points. We had ties in the second half at 64, 65, 67, and 75. Then Benilde-St. Margaret scored a basket to go up by 2. And then on the next possession, Alexandria was able to answer. It's interesting because Chase Thompson only had 1 3-point shot the entire game that he made. I think he only attempted 4. He was getting touches a little bit closer to the basket, but lo and behold, I think it was a Rainmaker 3. It had a lot of arc on it, and it was a swish, nothing but net.
Yeah, absolutely. There's certain players and certain individuals that love to rise to the occasion and love those big spots, and he's one of them for sure. And there's a lot of those kind of guys and a lot of those kind of kids on this team, and that 2, exchange possession there where he hit his 3 and then Gavin hit his, and they had just got the ball inside to Chase and they collapsed on him and he fell to the ground and worked it out to Gavin somehow and he knocked it down. And, that's just this team. They know where each other is on the court at all times, and that was another example of it.
And you'd have to think the end of game situation, Gavin Roderick hits his 3-pointer, and then, Kobe Willis, I thought he could have been an unsung hero for Benilde-St. Margaret's if they would have pulled this one out. He had, I think, 3 3-pointers in the second half for 9 points. He drops in a 3 to, knock it down to 1. And then the Cardinals, I think, may have gotten Talon Witt's last basket to make it 83-80. And, I think Benilde had 2 different possessions down by 3 where a 3-pointer would have tied it up, and Alexandria got stops both times.
Absolutely. Defensively, we did a great job there in that final kind of, segment of the game against their best players, against Donnelly, Wilson, and Stutley. They basically, didn't do much. But then you had Willis hit those 3 threes, and he kept him in it. If he doesn't hit any of those, this is a 10-point game. And so, as coaches, you're kind of, when you game plan, you're saying, okay, this guy's not going to beat us. This guy's not going to, this guy. If they throw it to this guy and he makes his 3s, well, then I guess they were just better than us that day. And the Cardinals withstood that. They withstood an unknown, and so for them to still come out of here with that win and find a way to win, and really that's just it's a credit to the players and the coaches who I know have all been working hard. And, there's just like a lot of, people out there, there's been sickness and illness, and obviously we're still battling through with Tom being down and Blake being hurt. So just a lot of credit goes to those kids today.
Alexandria led 47-40 at the break. Benilde-St. Margaret's outscored the Cardinals 40-36 in the second half. But Alexandria, despite being down by 2 with under 3 minutes to go, the Cardinals close out strong and win by 3, 83-80. This is our post-game report presented to you by Jutner Motors in Alexandria. We're going to come back and go inside the numbers and check out the stats and much more straight ahead. But first, this timeout.
Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers for 30 years, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings, quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Garden Center features 34 lanes of bowling fun. Whether you're an avid bowler or just looking for a fun outing, add Garden Center lanes to your calendar and make it a fun date.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
You've seen them, craved them. You've voted them the best. Their Smoke and Brews and Q's get their unreal smoked barbecue for catering, drop-offs, or events.
Hi, this is Schmitty from Smoke and Brews and Q's. Our obsession is the meat, our passion is what makes it great.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
I'm a nurse at heart. I mean, I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing.
America's best checking for students. Visit www.bell.bank/student checking to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Precision Auto reminds you to plan for the inevitable, the change of weather and its impact on your vehicle. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust the precision of a pro. Precision Auto. On 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Pomp's Tire Service has solutions for tired tires. Whatever your tire choice, make Pomp's your choice. Brakes, wheel alignments, factory maintenance, shocks, and struts. Pomp's has your service needs covered. Pomp's, we know tires and service. You should know Pomp's.
Back one final time at Alexandria Area High School for our Jutner Motors postgame report. Alexandria defeats Benilde-St. Margaret's in boys basketball 83-80. First loss of the year for the number 1 ranked team in Class AAA, Benilde-St. Margaret's, after the Red Knights started their year with 12 consecutive wins. Scoring numbers in the Alexandria win: 4 players between 17 and 23 apiece. Mason Witt led the way with 23, Talon Witt with 22, Gavin Roderick with 19, Chase Thompson with 17. Samson Hegstrom had the other 2 points. Miles Gray and Grady Starzl both got into the game but didn't score. Mason Witt 23, Talon Witt 22, Roderick with 19, 17 for Thompson and 2 for Hegstrom for the team total of 83. Benilde-St. Margaret's had 3 players combined to score 66 of the 80 points, and they had another player that came in the second half and scored 9. Jalen Wilson with 25 behind his teammate Jaleel Donnelly with 26. Donnelly's 26 would lead the way. TJ Stutley with 15 on the game. 9 for Kobe Willis and 5 for Kendry Fields. Milton Nuon, Christian Johnson, Jaden Garibaldi, Jaden Garibaldi, Connor Watts, and those 4 players played but did not get into the scoring column. Donnelly with 26, Wilson with 25, Stutley with 15, 9 for Kobe Willis, and 5 for Kendry Fields. Team total 80. On the glass, Alexandria with a slight edge, out-rebounding Benilde-St. Margaret's 37-34. Chase Thompson with 8 boards. Samson Hegstrom with 7, including 5 on the offensive glass. I was so appreciative of Samson Hegstrom's effort and hustle really throughout the course of the full 36 minutes. Miles Gray came off the bench, and he had 7 rebounds, including 3 on the offensive glass. So another sign of different people chipping in to get the team W. 6 rebounds for Jalen Wilson, 6 for Jaleel Donnelly as well, 5 for TJ Stutley, including 3 on the offensive glass. Fouls in the game, Alexandria ended up with 11, Benilde-St. Margaret's with 13. The teams each made 9 free throws today. Alexandria attempted 16, though, while Benilde-St. Margaret shot just 11. The Cardinals only went 4 of 10 from the line in the second half of the game. 3-point shooting, Alexandria a robust 14 of 34 today, while Benilde-St. Margaret's a very respectable 9 of 20. Turnovers on the afternoon, 8 for the Red Knights and 9 for the Cardinals. Again, 10 ties in the game at 4, 6, 12, 14, 26, and 34. That's in the first half. We had 5 lead changes in the opening half. And then we had ties at 64, 65, 67, and 75. 4 lead changes in the second half. The last one coming when Chase Thompson knocked down a 3-pointer with under 3 minutes to go to give Alexandria the lead, and the Cardinals would keep it the rest of the way. Alexandria 83, Benilde-St. Margaret's 80. The loss drops the Red Knights to 12-1. Alexandria now 11-3. Time to make our selection of our quality Toyota Cardinal athlete players of today's game. And Russ, I know that you and I were sharing some info back to back, and I think, honestly, I'm inclined to go with two different players. I wish we could give it to all 7 that got into the game, but you talked about Chase Thompson. Really, he was the Iron Man today for Alexandria. Yep. I don't think he got out of the game at all. A full 36 minutes of work. I would guess after he enjoys the midwinter dance tonight, he will have a very good night's sleep.
Absolutely, and he rises to the occasion, and he did today with 30, played all 36 minutes, and you kind of had that feeling that it was going to be one of those days where he just couldn't come out, and I think that's the right move by the coaches, and I'm sure Chase will, he's fine with it, and so he had a really good day, and that big 3 and just so many other plays. One of the other things that, you look back at, he went through that entire game, played 36 minutes, guarding against one of the best players in the state, and he did not pick up a foul. He did not pick up a foul all day, and that's a credit to him and just his ability to what he can do and just the smart player that he is.
Meanwhile, the second player of the game that we're going to select is the other senior captain for the Alexandria Cardinals, Samson Hegstrom. Again, the stats don't show a lot in the scoring column. He had a couple of first-half free throws, but 5 offensive rebounds out of his 7 today. He guided the offense. There were opportunities for him to score, but yet, he did a lot of little things, to help in this Alexandria victory. And so we also select Samson Hegstrom as our quality Toyota co-player of the game with Chase Thompson.
Yeah, I think that's a great call on your part. And Samson is always, and he was this way in football too, and he's always been this way. He's an unselfish player. When you're out there with guys like Mason and Talon and Chase and now Gavin, there is only one ball, so there's only so many shots to go on. So you got to find a way to impact the game in other ways, and he did that today with his defense. Steals, rebounds. You mentioned the offensive rebounds, your effort, your energy, and he did that. And, that was and he's a senior, and those 2 guys, for those 2 guys, the only 2 seniors on this team, the leaders, the captains, if you're going to beat a good team like that, the number 1 team in the state, you got to have you got to have good leaders, and you got to have your seniors step up, and they did that today.
We'll also talk a little bit about our quality Toyota Cardinal player of the game for the ladies matchup earlier today. One selection there. I know offensively she probably feels it was one of her most frustrating games of her prep career, but still, Hadley Toole ends up with 16 points. She nearly had a double-double. She was well into double figures in both points and rebounds, but she was not that far away from a 2020 game. I had her for 18 boards to go along with 16 points.
Yeah, she had a great, today is another one of those just I mentioned with Samson. I remember when I was here when they played Maple Grove, they really took Hadley out of the game to the point where she didn't take many shots and she wasn't near as aggressive, I think, that she would have wanted to be. And that was never the case today. Even the struggles, even the she never allowed herself to get down. She continued to impact the game in other ways on defense, rebounding, as you mentioned. And so, it's not always going to go your way offensively, but you just can't, you can't go in the tank. You got to keep working and you got to keep helping your team in other ways. And she did that, and she was good today, and I think for the girls it'll be just one of those days. It's almost one of those games you got to flush and move on and keep working to get better.
Yeah, that's a game where Benilde-St. Margaret's fell behind by 5 early and then really stepped up their defensive intensity, and I think that kind of frustrated Alexandria at various stretches of the game. And, Benilde still has some key players from back-to-back state championship teams. I know Kendall McGee was out with an injury last year, but she's been back and healthy this year. And you got Kate Kapsner and Sydney Friedley and Friedley, that is. And, they definitely have a lot of dangerous people on their side. And, one of those days, maybe if Benilde and Alexandria play a best of 7, maybe one team wins 3 and the other team wins 4. It was not Alexandria's day today, but you know what? It doesn't end the season. Probably a few things to learn about, getting spanked by Benilde-St. Margaret's as the Lady Cards did today.
Absolutely, and if you're going to play them twice, the one you want to win is the next one, right? And so that's one of the things I'm sure they'll go back and say is they can have this one, but if we see them again in the state tournament, that's the one we want. And so I'm sure as they go back to the drawing board and start another week, they'll, figure out what they need to work on, and I'm sure they'll be better the next time.
Russ, it's been great to be with you for a twin bill of high school basketball today. I know an exciting night. I think your son Thomas is going to be involved in the midwinter dance going on in the Commons area later on tonight. But we will look forward to being with you a couple of times next week with Alexandria boys basketball on Tuesday at Brainerd and on Friday when the conference leaders, the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm, visit.
Yeah, absolutely. Those should be two exciting games. And Brainerd, we talk every time you go up there, you never know what you're going to get, and so they're always going to play you hard for sure. And then we kind of owe Sauk Rapids one next Friday, and so that'll be two more good tests. And I think the Cardinals are playing really good basketball, and I'm excited here now as we. Hard to believe we are leaving January pretty close here, getting into February, and getting almost to tournament time. So, pleasure working with you guys today on Saturday. A lot of fun. Best way to spend a Saturday. I know that's hockey day, but I'm partial to the gym. So it's the best way to spend the day, sitting in the gym, and great working with you two guys, you, Dave and JP. And as always, go Cards.
Excellent. That's Russ Henricks, my broadcast partner for Alexandria Cardinal basketball games during the winter. Thanks to all of the Alexandria Cardinal sports boosters that presented our coverage. Special thanks to Jottner Motors for sponsoring the post-game report. Our studio engineers at KXRA in Alexandria today, Tom Chorley at the start, and Jackson comes in. He gets the win in relief of our starter TC today. For JP Boline, our videographer on site, and for Russ Henricks, I am Dave McClurg, hoping you have a great evening ahead and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Finals today in basketball at Alexandria Area High School. Benilde-St. Margaret's wins the girls' basketball game over the Cardinals, 79-53, and then Alexandria's boys basketball team knocks off previously undefeated and number one ranked Benilde-St. Margaret's 83-80. So long for